This conference will now be recorded.
Uh, Hi, this is Sanju, and as I said, I'm having a corporate experience in software testing that includes manual as well as automation testing. So I am having 15-year experience in corporate, and uh, so due to technical problem, last time we are not able to showcase the script demo. So this time, uh, hopefully, it will work fine and it should go properly, not a problem. So I'm setting my screen. So I'm sharing my screen. Hope all of you are able to see my screen. This is Eclipse IDE where we write our program. So in our last lecture, we just shown that how we have written a Hello World Java program, and now along with the Selenium, there here this reference library that is for the Selenium Java that is showing 3.3.1. That is a version of Selenium API WebDriver, and here is a simple way like we written a Java program in which I have written 4 lines. So I am just going to uh, define all these 4 lines what it is. Uh, so the first line, it says that Chrome driver. Chrome driver, every browser had its own driver. So let's say you wanted to execute automated script in Mozilla Firefox, you have to have a driver for Mozilla. That is called Gecko driver. Suppose we wanted to execute our scripts on a Chrome driver. So here is the web driver, Chrome driver, Chrome driver. This is the string we have to pass in system.set property, and the wherever driver is there, just you pass the location. So here I kept my here in this I have kept my web driver uh, for Chrome. So if we open this, I have kept this Chrome driver in training project. So this is the web browser driver, Chrome driver. So now what I have done is once we have set the properties, then there is a interface called WebDriver. This is an interface. If you click over here, you can see the small icon I interface. So we will teach you what is interface, what is class in detail when we go through the complete TOC, table of content in the training. So we just instantiate this class, Chrome driver class, and if you see that here we have already imported this Chrome driver from OpenQA Selenium, right? Then what once we get the driver object, when we instantiate any class, we get an object. So this is the driver object. So in driver object, we what we are saying is whatever browser will open, you maximize it. And I am just opening up google.com. So I'm just going to run this. To running this, right click and run as Java application. So what will it will do is it will open up a google.com. So it started running. Here it's showing that starting Chrome driver, the driver version is 77 point something, and it is loading google.com. It maximizes the screen, right? And our google.com page opens up. right? So I'm just closing this browser. Okay. So what I did is I maximize the screen so that full screen will come. If I just commented this line and run it again, so it will not maximize the screen. Just I'm showing it to you. So I'm running it again. Yeah, it's opening up, but see, the Windows is not getting maximized in this case because I have commented the code for maximizing. So I'm just closing it and just uncommenting the code. This is the way you double forward slash, you can comment the line wherever you want. And now it will open the google.com window, complete page with maximized screen. Let's say uh, we wanted to showcase something where we can write something in a uh, and we click on a button. So this kind of example I would like to show it in our demo. So let's say I'm creating one new class. Facebook, I think you all have used Facebook, like you all have account in a Facebook where it's a social sites and you communicate with your friends and chat. So I'm just going to create a class in which I will launch. I'm just putting, I'm just giving the class name as launch Facebook. Okay, and just click here, uncheck this inherited abstract class. I will tell you everything in the abstract class, what it is in our lecture when we start teaching Java. So click on finish button. So this is the class name, that is launch Facebook, and this is the line of code which will be a common to all. Here I will put Facebook, facebook.com. Okay, and just I wanted to open the Facebook page. Facebook.com. Just logging out. It's getting loaded. Just wait for some time. So I'm just uh, I'm just going to log it out. Or we can, if it is not working, then in that case I'm opening some other site for our testing. So let's say I'm opening up any page, Facebook login page. Where to launch here? This it is opening by default my page because uh, let me check where to get logged out. This is manage this. So let's say I'm working on a Google page only, where just I wanted to show google.com, and I wanted to write something on a page, text box. This is a Google page. Here I wanted to I wanted to search something. Let's say I wanted to search Selenium. See, so there is some list is coming out, right? So what I will do is how to start searching on this. So just go here and inspect it. Inspecting means you are just going to see what kind of control it is, what kind of control ID of it is. Facebook I input fake box dot input. If you click here fake box dot input, you are getting one. So this is the ID basically. So now I'm going to my code, and here what I'm saying is driver dot driver dot driver dot find element. So find element basically an API through which you can find the element on a page. So find element, and by is a class through which you can say that by ID, by name. So here just we see this is what input ID. So we are searching it with the key ID. So by is the class. So as soon as you put dot, it will give you some kind of instructions that how many ways you can find the particular element by class name, by CSS selector, by ID, by link text, by name, by partial link text, tag name, XPath, by class name, by CSS selector. I will tell you each and everything uh, when we start our class on Selenium locators. So for now, we just wanted to show you how you write anything on a text box on a page. So I am saying by ID, and ID is just we have taken that is fake input here. Okay, fake input box is the ID of that text box. This fake input, this is nothing but this one. If you click here and enter, it will by default it will be selected here that this particular control it gets selected. This is the search area. Okay, now I wanted to write something over here. So uh, dot send key is the sequence of argument. I am what I wanted to search is Selenium. Okay. Now Selenium dot. Okay. So I just wanted to see whether I'm able to, when I run it, this program, I'm able to write the Selenium key on a text box. So I'm just running it again. It will maximize the screen. Yes. Google. Yes. And it will write something to it. There is some problem. I'm telling you what the problem is. Using ID element info this. It's saying that element info this is not found using ID. So uh, let me check what's the problem is. Right click here, inspect. Here, inspect. See, this is very dynamic. So all the time it is getting changed. Name queue. Okay. So I will try to search using its name. So by name, and name is Q. Okay. Now I'll try to run it. Let's see what happens. It started running. It will maximize the screen. It will put the URL. Then it will put the Selenium. Okay. Have you seen that? So this way we can write something to the text box. Okay. Now what I wanted to, after writing this, I wanted to submit it. Then it will see you the list. So now I'm closing it, and so guys, everything on a web page, I'm just clicking everything on this page. Like you're looking at this image, you're looking at the text box, you're looking at this, link, this link, image link, Gmail link, sign in button. Everything in the page is called web element. Since this is on the web page, its name is web element. And web element is also an interface in Selenium. So I'm telling you how we can store as a this one. So let's say I'm just cutting it down, and WebDriver, WebDriver text element, text box element. Its variable name is text box element. I'm saving it in, right. So not web element, sorry, web element. WebDriver, that is for the, it's for the browser. Web element, that is for every control on the web page. That is, we call it web element. Just import this. Since we are using it, this gets imported. and one more import statement gets selected here. Okay, now we have web element web element dot. Now here I will say that send keys what we are sending as key as Selenium. Okay, dot dot refresh. Or, okay, I'm just putting it down. Send key dot submit, and here you will write Selenium because you are submitting the page, right? So that says I have sent key. Okay, now let me put here. Okay, one more extra is there. Send keys name queue. Oh, one is there. Send keys Selenium. No, leave it because we have already got this just element. We put this here, and now just check whether this is a queue. This is the text box whose name is queue, where you're writing Selenium as a key. Just I'm running it. Rest it will maximize the screen. Seems, let me run it again. There is some problem with the net. This is google.com. You write Selenium. Okay, so now it's working fine, right? So whatever you wanted to search, it will show it to you. Okay, so here is the options you can get it over here, like Selenium tutorial, and this. So this way we can write our in a text box. Suppose we wanted to sign in this particular page. So you can create your Gmail, right? So what I will do is we will create one account. We will create one account and uh, test account, and we'll do the exercise. Okay. So we have sign in button. So we have to check what is ID sign in button. So just go here and right click on the button and say inspect. Okay. So ID is Google GL70. I think hopefully it should be, or we can do one thing that we can do using GB underscore 70, or we can do using sign in text. Okay, this is link text sign in. If we go here and we just comment these two lines, because what we are going to do is we need to click on sign in button. So what we'll do is again driver dot find element. Find element is nothing but you just locate the certain control on a page. Okay, find element, say by ID we have, let's say try with this, but most probably it will be dynamic one, but let's check. So ID we have done, and what we need to do is click button. Okay, so click method is there. Okay, so I'm going to run this program and just check whether I'm able to click on the sign in button. It will maximize the screen, it will open up the google.com, then click on a sign in button. It has clicked, right? It has clicked. So what we'll do is we need to click on create account, because we are going to create one test account for us. Okay, so this is the link test. Okay, so here is the link test, and name, this JS name is this, class is this. Within the span it is create account is there. So I'm going here, and after clicking I wanted to click on driver dot find element by dot, there is link text is there. So we will put link text name. Okay, and dot click, we'll see dot, it will automatically give you the option. So I'm going to see how it works. I'm just running it. We open up and click on sign in. Okay, and it will it should click on a create account. So, so guys, why it is getting failed? It will show you some errors over here. What it's saying is link text value create account. It won't found. Why it won't found? Let me check. Inspect. Okay. So there is a class name that is unique. So we will use here instead of link test, we will say that by class name. Class name is we just copied. Just wanted to show you that how many ways it can be created. Okay. By link test, by class name, and now I'm going to run this. And guys, every time you run, it will create a new instance of the browser. So if you start running, it will open up the browser, it will maximize it, it will open the google.com. Okay, it will click on the sign in button. Okay, clicked, that's great. And now it will click on create account. All right, I got what's the problem is, because whenever it opens, our cursor goes here on this particular email or phone. Okay, so we have to put some lag here, like we have to put some wait. Wait, 3000. Thread.sleep. If you want to give some kind of lag, then sleep, then use thread.sleep. Actually, it throws an interrupted exception, so uh, we have to use the throws inter exception here. So not a problem. We'll tell you what exception is, and I will try again and just check whether my program is running or not. Started running, maximizes, open up the google.com, click on the sign in button. Okay, and okay, let me check. Maybe it is something that is on a different frame. Quick check. It will be a frame then. Anyway, I have one account. So what I will do is I will just try to paste some values here. Okay. So instead here, I'm just going to put some uh, my email ID over here. So I'm just going to expect it. What kind of ID? Oh, input type is email class this and autocomplete username spell check false. This level name is identifier. If we check that identifier, oh, 6 values. So this is not unique. So we have to do something else. Until unless we get the unique identifier, we cannot do anything. Uh, Classes. Let me check this class is unique or not. One or two values. This is also not unique. So autocomplete is username, tab index is 0, name is identifier, value is this, ID is there, identifier ID, ID is there, name is this, ID is identifier ID. Let me check with the ID, definitely it will be a single. Oh my god. ID, ID. No, this is also not unique. So this is identifier ID. One, two, two. This is not ID. See, this identify ID as two place. So that's the reason it is saying that two of two. That means there is a uh, two identifier IDs there. So we need to we need to check only once first. We'll check tab index, label, email, phone, identifier, value. This is none and spec within this div. Okay guys, so what I will do is we will take up this one separately because this is not the unique identifier we are getting over here. So we will try to we will try to get this in a different way. Here we have clicked sign and click inspect element, and there is another way to do that. Copy expert and just write here. Okay, so I think this is also uh, so let me check driver dot find element by xpath. Okay, and xpath expression we put as this one dot click. Okay, Okay, so we have to manage something here, double quotes inside also there, so we have to put the single quotes over there. So now let me check whether I'm able to click on a create account. So let me run this. You click on the sign in button. I think it is clicked. Okay, and now to wait for 3 seconds and 3 seconds, and yeah, create an account. It is clicked. Okay, so for by myself or to my business, it has clicked over here. Now you have to select one for options for, let's say you are creating for yourself, then you have to click on myself, and if you're doing for your business, then click on manage my business. Okay, so this is the way we just go and check the XPath, the ID, the name. If it is unique, definitely it will work. If it is not unique, then we have to make some arrangement for that. Okay, so for now, we have just seen that how Google page is getting open in a browser, Chrome browser, and how we search the Selenium keyword in a Google page text area, text box. We put the Selenium, and we saw that we can create an account in a google.com by clicking the sign in button and then create an account link click. So for now, we'll keep it here till this point, and we will move forward as we will go ahead with the complete training material. Okay, that's fine, guys. Uh, I'm done. Do you have any question till now? Then you can ask. I have 2 minutes. All right. So we'll meet again. Till then, take care. Bye bye. So I'm signing off, guys.